Happy Sunday. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. I received a series of questions by someone named Lavanya. Thank you so much for putting these out. I am going to try my best to address all of these in the simplest way possible. Okay. The first question is healthy and mindful eating for students. How can they eat healthy or nutritious food when cafeteria food seems so appealing? I absolutely understand where you are coming from, but it is very important for you to know that at the end of the day when someone is say preparing for national competitive examinations and all of these things, it requires your health. At the end of the day, if you wish to be a doctor, if you wish to be an IAS, if you wish to be an engineer, XYZ, IITN, irrespective of what your goal is, you cannot have success if you do not have your health. So maybe just remembering this one quote that lets you know that if after 4 or 5 years of hard work, I really wish to enjoy all of the effort and time that I've put in to build myself up. Can I actually be would I actually be able to enjoy it? And just constantly, every time you have to eat food, just constantly ask that question to yourself, and just know that every choice that you take is going to make you or break you. So you decide accordingly, okay? How can they sleep with the moon and wake up with the sun? As students are generally preparing for national competitive exams, they tend to study hard and pull all nighters. Again, a little of the conventional answers that you would probably hear when you say this. I don't believe in hard work. I believe in smart work. Absolutely, you have to study a lot, and 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, depending on what exactly you're preparing for. But you always have to know that quality and quantity does not equate with each other all the time. You have to know that when you are seated and when you are studying, you actually have the 100% attention, 100% capacity. Your mind is actually absorbing everything that you are trying to study and learn and read. So just knowing that the amount of hours that you put in when it comes to work is equal to how productive was it. So if you have been studying for 12 hours, how much exactly did you achieve by putting yourself in a position where you were seated for 12 hours and you were studying constantly? So that is something. So just try to see, okay, how productive I have been, rather than saying I pull all nighters. Okay, so do some smart work. And I think there are so many things that you can always study in the morning. For a lot of people, they are night people and they are not morning people, but that's the beauty of the body that we live in. We can change it. It's like, there is something known as neuroplasticity. Your brain and your body can change with the way you act. So your synapses, your synaptic connections, your memory, new neural connections, everything is made and everything is broken down. That is why it is so hard to get into a habit, and that is why it is equally hard to get out of a habit. So you always have to know that the best, deepest beauty quality sleep would be before midnight, and then approximately say 9 to 3 in the midnight. Okay, 9 p.m. to 3 in the midnight. So if you can just get in those hours of sleep, that would be the most restorating, most rejuvenating, and more detoxifying for your system. So if you can just sleep at the correct hours, and then you can wake up at 2, wake up at 3 in the midnight, and then pull your all mornings and just study all morning, that should also really really help you. Okay, how can they manage their anxiety and stress since they are unsure where they will end up? It's a beautiful question, and I think it's not just for students, it's for everyone. We all have bouts where we feel anxious, we feel stressed, but if you just take a minute and think about it, fear is opposite of faith. Okay, even when you are fearful, you have faith in your fear. So I shouldn't say it is exactly opposite of the things that you believe in. So faith is believing in good things maybe, and fear is believing in that something wrong is going to happen. But you have to trust your body, you have to trust your mind, you have to trust your God, you have to trust your universe, you have to trust your intuition, and you have to always know that if I am studying and if I am putting in my work, if I am showing up, if I am doing something that I love, if this is my calling, if I wish to be a doctor, if I wish to be an engineer, if I wish to be an IITN, and if this is my calling, there is no way that I'm going to fail. Okay, so just always go back and look into your beliefs. What is your belief about the thing that you are pursuing? So with your anxiety and your stress, the anxiety and stress, it's not going to take away any problem away, right? It's actually going to add up on the stack and it's not going to take anything away. So just channel your fear in the right direction, okay? So channeling fear in the right direction would be putting all of the faith in what you are studying, in how you are studying, in the quality of your studies, in the quality of your brain and the way it can remember things and the way you can nail it, and how much faith do you have in yourself. So just I think having faith in the right direction and not having fear in the wrong direction would, like, just striking the right balance between the two would really take you far in your journey of being whatever it is that you wish to be. um, how to have better relationship with ourselves, our parents and everyone around us. Very, very, very simple. um, Develop a healthy relationship with yourself, and that is how you can have a beautiful relationship with anyone, okay? So if you are angry, you are going to channel that anger across every person that comes across you, okay, towards every person that will come across you. So if you can just manage your own self, manage your health, manage your mind, manage your body, manage your soul, manage your emotions, the more balanced you are, the more you will radiate that balance, and the more balance you are radiating, there is automatically going to be a balance. So you just want to be sure that you are centered, you are grounded, you are calm, you know what you are doing, you know how you're reacting. So just taking care of your own self takes care of everyone around the world. Just imagine if everyone is driving on the road, and if I'm constantly concerned with what is the speed of that car, what is the speed of that car, how, who is driving that, how is that person driving this, I will be so confused. How will I drive my own car if I'm constantly looking at people around me? I can't change it, I can't fix it, I can't do anything about it. So what do? I focus on my car, I focus on my ABC, I focus on my steering, I focus on my eyes, I focus on my road, I keep my attention to myself. So if every person takes care of themselves, we are all not going to crash boom bang with each other. So that kind of a logic. Self-care tips for them: watch all the self-care Sundays with Ankita. Some general experience and advice from your side when it comes to studying and everything. Again, anxiety is real, stress is real. I had to appear for my 12th standards NEET examination, so you have to give that exam. It used to be, so we used to have like 30 days ka break period before we had to appear for the exams. And I had decided that I want to go for commerce and I don't wish to go in the NEET or medical field or anything. So I left home and I did not appear for the exam because I did not want to give the exam, because I did not want to get into science. I wanted to be in commerce. I wanted to be with my ex. So I took that decision, and I have been there when it comes to anxiety and stress and just not studying. And of course, I was never a good student when it comes to studying. So um, I honestly don't know, but if I were the person that I am today 5 years ago, maybe I would have still not went ahead with giving the examination. I would have maybe still pursued my bachelor's, my master's, and hopefully I would still be doing the same thing. But a few tips and tricks is, I believe a lot in sixth sense. I believe a lot in knowing. I believe a lot in just listening to what universe has to tell you. So universe is always speaking to you with impulses, with guidance, with intuition. You want to, you wish to drink water, okay, but you put it off because you're in the middle of the work, and then 2 minutes later you stand up to get water. And this used to happen with me in the college library, and I used to come across someone, I used to meet someone. I just used to have a conversation that would really make my day or give me something that I've been looking for. So it's just guidance and impulses that comes from the universe when you are least resistant. So the more quiet you are, the more calmer you are, the more meditative you are. So when I say meditation, I absolutely don't mean to say that you have to sit cross-legged and put a candle and meditate. I really wish to say that be silent, okay? The more silent you are, the more you can hear. The quieter you are, the more the things that you need will come to you. And it's very difficult. After knowing so much and after knowing so little in a pool of the knowledge that is out there, even after I think I know enough to make sure that I sail through the life and I'm not struggling through life, okay? But it still gets difficult for me sometimes. So I absolutely understand when someone is just starting on this journey and this path, it can be so intimidating. But just have this knowing and this belief and this quiet that it's going to happen the way you desire for it to happen, period. So just being more quiet would give you the answers that you are seeking. You don't have to wrestle something to the ground to get something out of it. You have to be quiet and you have to let it come to you. So just focus on being more quiet, more settled. That would also increase the way your brain is functioning. So the way your mind functions, the way you concentrate, the way you think, the way and how creative you are. So all of these things just fall together really beautifully. How to keep oneself inspired to keep the spirits high. um, Inspiration, passion, motivation, hard work, smart work, these are all great. It's amazing, it's beautiful. But I also have a video on this where I say that your passion is something that pulls you. You don't have to push yourself towards it. Just like love, okay? You fall in love. You fall in love with people, you fall in love with places, you fall in love with beverages, you fall in love with the things around you. So it's just a calling, right? It's not like I was born to love this or something like that. It's just that it calls you. You walk through your guidance, you walk through your intuition, and if you are on the right path, you will never need inspiration, you will never need motivation, you will never have to wrestle something to the ground or put in a lot of hard work and pull all-nighters to achieve something. Of course, it's very bio-individual, and if you believe that pulling all-nighters is the way to achieve success, then that is something that is going to work with you. But you always have to know that passion and fire, it just comes from inside of you. If you are on the right track, you don't have to put in effort. Your calling calls you, your calling feeds you, it feeds your soul, it feeds every cell of your body. Like, just imagine how much do you love eating certain chocolate or a dessert or maybe a double hot fudge brownie cake or something. And do you have to be inspired to eat it? Most probably not. You can actually just go out there, eat it, have fun, and just have fun. That's what life is about, just having a lot of fun. So you can study, you can work hard, you can nail it, you can get the job of your dreams, you can become the person, woman, man of your dreams, all at the cost of almost nothing and just being joyful. So find happiness, make sure you are doing the right thing, make sure you are not following someone else's dream for you, make sure you are following your own inner guidance calling, your source calling, your universe's calling, and that is more than enough of an inspiration. And I realize that it might have been a little too much for someone who is very new in this arena, but sooner or later you're going to understand all that I've said. And I'm not saying that I'm right and this is the only way. You are free to have your own perspective, but this is where we stand, and I really hope this helps. Take care of yourself. Have a beautiful Sunday.